Have you ever been half asleep and your cat suddenly blasts through the house like it's an emergency? 1 second it's quiet. Next second it's paws on hardwood. Then it's a full sprint. Then it's a jump. Then it's a mission. Most people see that and say, "My cat has too much energy." Sometimes that's true, but nighttime zoomies are not always extra energy. Sometimes it's leftover hunting drive with no real outlet. Sometimes it's overstimulation, which means your cat is too activated, not underactivated. And sometimes it's stress or discomfort, which means the body can't settle the way it should. That difference matters, because when you guess wrong, you pick the wrong fix. You play harder when your cat needs less input. You keep petting when their nervous system is already done. You get annoyed at behavior that's actually self-regulation. So let's simplify this without dumbing it down. I want you to think in 3 buckets. Just 3 buckets. Bucket 1 is leftover energy. Bucket 2 is overstimulation. Bucket 3 is deeper stress or discomfort. And I'm going to help you spot which bucket you're seeing fast. First, a quick reality check. Most cats are crepuscular. They naturally wake up more around dawn and dusk. So evening activity is normal. Night activity can happen if the day didn't set them up well. Now here's the key idea. Speed is not the diagnosis. Speed is just the symptom. What matters is the pattern. What matters is the feel. What matters is what happens before and after. Now let's go bucket by bucket. Bucket 1 is leftover energy, which is the unfinished hunt. This is the classic case. Your cat has gas in the tank. They slept too much during the day, or they didn't get a real outlet. So the engine turns on at night. This bucket usually looks organized. Yes, it looks fast, but it has structure. You'll see chasing loops. You'll see stalking behavior. You'll see pouncing and doubling back. You'll see the same sequence repeating. It looks like hunting practice. It does not look like panic. And you'll often notice something important. They can settle afterward. Maybe they do not settle instantly, but the chaos has an arc, like a workout. If that sounds familiar, that is good news. This bucket is usually the easiest to fix. Fix for bucket 1 is a clean hunt cycle. Do not do random play. Do intentional play. A wand toy is gold because it lets you simulate prey. Make the toy hide. Make the toy dart. Make the toy pause. Then make the toy reappear. Let your cat track the toy. Let your cat commit to the chase. And here's the part people mess up. Let your cat win on purpose. A hunt that never resolves can keep some cats wired. That's why laser pointers can backfire if you do not end the session correctly. If you use a laser finish on something real like a toy or a treat, give the body completion. Do not leave the body with only adrenaline. Now add timing. For many cats, the best rhythm is simple. Play in the evening, then feed. Because it follows the biological sequence. Hunt the toy, catch the toy, then eat food, then groom calmly, then rest quietly. Do that consistently and a lot of 2 a.m. chaos disappears. Bucket 2 is overstimulation, which is too much input. This one tricks people because it still looks like energy. But it's not "I feel amazing." It's "I can't come down." Overstimulation is when the nervous system is too lit up and the cat can't settle smoothly. It can happen after intense play. It can happen after too much petting. It can happen after a loud evening guests or a busy home. Anything that stacks stimulation can push them over threshold. Here's the clue for this bucket. This bucket often looks jagged. It looks less organized. You might see a sudden burst, then a hard stop. You might see sprinting with no clear target, then abrupt grooming. You might see tail twitching, skin rippling, and eyes that look a little too wide. It's not a clean hunt pattern. It's a cat trying to dump sensation. And yes, affection can contribute to this. Many cats love short, focused touch, like cheeks, chin, and head. But long, full-body stroking can push them over threshold, especially late in the day. So the cat looks fine until they are not fine. Then later you get nighttime chaos and it feels random. It is not random. It is delayed overload. Fix for bucket 2 is less input and a cleaner landing. If your cat gets zoomy after big stimulation, stop adding more stimulation. Use less rough play near bedtime. Use fewer long petting sessions. Keep less chaos in the last hour. Think of the evening like a landing strip. Do not treat the evening like a launch pad. Lower lights a bit. Reduce noise when you can. Keep the last hour predictable. Sensitive cats settle better when the environment helps them settle. Food routine can help too. Cats often do better when the day has anchors, not random meals and random attention. An evening play plus meal can still work here, but keep the play calmer and lower intensity. You are not trying to tire them out. You are trying to help their nervous system close the loop. Bucket 3 is stress or discomfort, which means something is off. This is the bucket you do not ignore, because sometimes the night activity is not behavior. Sometimes the night activity is the body. If the Zoomies are new, more intense, more frantic, or just feel different, look for red flags. Watch for strange vocalizing, especially at night. Watch for excessive grooming or sudden self-biting. Watch for litter box changes like accidents, straining, or avoidance. Watch for weight change, appetite change, or hiding more during the day. Watch for confused wandering, especially in older cats. If you see those signals, think vet check. Pain and discomfort can show up as restlessness, agitation, nighttime pacing, and bursts of activity. Behavior changes are communication, and sometimes the message is medical. So do not get stuck trying to outplay a health issue. If it feels off, take it seriously. Quick self-check for the right bucket. If it looks like an organized hunt with repeating patterns, and your cat can settle later, that is usually bucket 1, which is leftover energy. If it looks jagged and abrupt with twitchy body cues, and it often follows a stimulating evening, that is usually bucket 2, which is overstimulation. If it is new intense paired with red flags or just feels off, that is bucket 3, which is stress or discomfort. And here is the reframe that makes all of this easier. Your cat is not trying to be difficult. Your cat is trying to regulate. So the better question is not, how do I stop this? The better question is, what is this trying to finish, release, or communicate? Sometimes it is an unfinished hunt. Sometimes it is overload. Sometimes it is discomfort asking for attention. When you answer that correctly, the fix becomes obvious, and your nights get quieter. All right, now it is your turn. Comment one word, energy overload or stress. Then add one detail. What time do the Zoomies usually hit? Patterns tell the story. Once you see the pattern, you fix the right thing.